All right, I'm gonna redo the lesson on a hard rain's gonna fall, but first I want to talk about like what's going on and what he achieves by doing what he's doing in this song and in many other songs as well. So what the capo is doing is raising the pitch or raising the notes, really, but putting the capo in place so your finger doesn't have to be there for it, right? So right now we're in standard tuning. We're gonna switch it up in a minute here, but so right now this is an E note, right? Standard tuning E. You put the capo on it, just like if you put your finger there, that's gonna turn that E note into an F, right? It's gonna raise it a half step. So this would be an F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and so on and so forth. What he's doing when he puts the capo on, he's actually tuning this sixth string, right, down a full step to D. So when he does put the capo on the second fret, it's going to go back to this being an E, but everything else that is in standard tuning is going to be raised a pitch. Raised, I guess a pitch, yeah, whatever. Raised a whole step. So A turns into B, D turns into E, G turns into A, B turns into C sharp, E turns into F sharp. Remember, this was a D, now it's back to an E. All right? He's making the D shape. You know, when we call out anything with a capo and we say, yeah, play a D chord, really it's just a D shape because what you're playing now is an E chord. Because if you remove the capo and have that same shape where it was, 4th fret, G string, 5th fret, B string, and 4th fret, E string, that's an E chord all day. Okay, just these three strings. Now if you put the capo back on the 2nd fret with that tune down, it's back up to an E now since you put the capo on it. He could get the full effect of this being a E chord. And he does that a lot in his songs. He does that on the same album with Masters of War. With this tune down, he's going to have the capo on the 3rd fret and actually be playing a F minor. Okay, does that on Down the Highway, and he's doing actually this tune down to D and this one tune down to D as well with the capo on the 5th fret, and does stuff there, does stuff in other songs that of course I can't think of right now. But anyways, back to the song, and that comes into play again when he's doing the other chords. So let's talk about the song a little bit now. So we have the full D chord, all 6 strings. So that starts out the song. Where have you been, my son? So he goes to a G chord, but since this is tuned down, we can't do the G that we know and love, right? So we have to come from the D shape, put the ring finger and the pinky finger down on those, and then get this index finger here on the 2nd fret relative to the capo A string. Come back down. And when you kind of hear it again, he's only using his index finger back up there, not moving his pinky or taking off his middle finger. So. Right, son. So it goes to an A. We have the A shape. The way I do it, all crumbled up there. And I get that thumb over the top. See, I'm moving like my shoulder for emphasis. So just kind of get it over, fret it. All right. Now he does what I like to call the mini bar chords, where he's barring the first 2 strings with the index finger and getting the middle finger on this string right here. So relative to the capo, 3rd fret for the E and the B string, and then the G string is going to be the 4th fret relative to the capo, so right next to it. And you can strum all 6 strings. And he does that same shape, just move it up 2 frets, so just slide it. And then back to that D shape, so. And where have you been, my darling? That's pretty much the whole song. So again, for this being really back to an E, that's going to be fine because this chord is actually an A chord. Since we have the barred here, we're barring it. And an E works, well, it's in the chord actually. An E is in an A major chord. And the E also works well in a B major chord. So that's why he just continues to strum all 6 strings there. For me personally, and what I do at the end, at the very end, trying to remember what I do actually. So I'm taking the D shape, knowing that we play an A chord, so I'm taking the D shape right here. That's an A major chord. Got the triad, so I'm playing that there. Move it up 2 frets. That's the B. And then I am doing the mini bar that we just did on the E, 12th fret, because we know he's really playing an E chord over here. So that's kind of, I kind of end it, kind of just move up. All right, hopefully that explained everything for this song. And that's it.